there then. And then they cut the men work in the daytime to take care of their families, and then they work at night to clean up this ground, to organize the church. And Nathan Adams, Henry John Wood was our superintendent's grandfather. Henry Warren, Wash Warren, and some more I can't recall. They work in the field in the daytime, take care of the family, and then they work at night to clean this ground over for a church. When you see them cedar trees down there, them cedar trees is what my mother's father and mother gave for the church. But it's on record that they give it for $5, but we can't give the government.
To the White House in Washington, we send our heartfelt congratulations. May your cherished memories be a happy reflection of the fullness of your life. We are proud to share this memorable occasion with you. Happy birthday and God bless you. This is signed by Nancy Reagan and Ronald Reagan.
Amen. Amen. Give honor to my pastor and pulpit guests and everyone else. I was here. Get what I'm going to say. When the log house was built here. And they built a log house and stopped the cracks with clay and had the dirt flow and covered it with the limbs on the church. I was here. And finally they moved the log house and built a little shotgun house. I was there. And my grandfather gave the land, Nathan Adams and Mary Adams gave the land to build a church on. And I was there. And the men went to work on the jobs in the daytime, seeing about taking care of their family. And then at night they'd all come together. My grandfather, Nathan Adams, Henry Johnson, Wash Warren, and some others I can't recall. And they worked at night and cut these bushes down and cleaned this land up. That was my grandfather and my grandmother, Nathan Adams and Mary Adams. And they named this church Pleasant Hill. And the first pastor of the church was my grandmother's blind brother. And then when they organized the Landmark Association, I was there. And they organized Pleasant Hill, Shiloh, and Cana. And I was there. And then the association spread it to different names, but the Landmark is still carrying on.
Well.
When was that?
Way back on when I was good.
And you 100 now.
And that was a long time ago when I was a little girl, and when they was cutting the bushes and cleaning the house and everything up, cleaning the land up, they'd always keep me around to make coffee.
Well,
I'd make coffee and cook tea cakes for the men to eat at night. And then they made crops for the church to raise money off to help build the church. They planted cotton and tomatoes, and the men plowed the ground and planted the cotton. When the cotton got up, then the men come and plowed, and the boys and the women and the children chopped the cotton out, and I was there then. And then they gathered tomatoes and sell them tomatoes for the purpose of the church.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a storehouse in the church where they canned stuff
Well,
and can up stuff and give it to the less fortunate and to the preachers. I was there then,
wasn't that good?
but all that's over now. They don't do them kind of things no more.
Don't do it no more. Keep on.
That's enough.
Did you ever pick cotton?
Yeah, I pick
You
cotton.
chop cotton, and how much was the penny about that time?
I pick cotton I pick cotton for 25 cents a hundred. And it bought and fed my children out of that 25 cents. But you can't do that kind of stuff no more now. Cause I don't know, that's enough.
And how did you keep us clean when you was working in the field?
You know, we'd go to LA for Sam would be there when I say that. Yeah, so we would get on the trucks and go to the field and pick cotton. And I'd come home, get out and go to cook something and feed the children, lay down and take a nap, get up, and I had a big tank down here. And I'd get up out of bed, I'd lay there and rest a while, and I'd get up out of bed, tote water from the tanks, and wash my clothes, and then hang them on the line, go back to bed and take me a nap. And then I'd get up after I take me a nap and cook my breakfast and dinner, getting ready to be on that truck, me and my children.
Well, you married when you got married, Mama, the second husband.
Mm-hmm.
The second husband you married.
But Mr. Walter,
Yes.
what about him?
They called him Mr. Big Boy, didn't
I ain't gonna say that.
Grandma, did you have any brothers?
I never had that brother.
How many sisters did you have?
2 sisters,
Who were they?
Angeline Lothridge and Molly Lothridge.
he? And 3 sisters.
Did you hear me?
3 sisters.
Evelina. And Tonic.
Yes,
3.
3 sisters. Never had a brother. Angeline Lothridge and Molly Lothridge. And what the other?
Evelina. Tonic.
Mama,
Ain't Tonic.
Evelyn, what is her name?
Angeline. And
No, Tony put a name there. I can't
had
keep-
3 sisters.
I had 3 sisters. And
And you was the baby?
and Miss Turner's mother was the oldest. And I was the next. And my sister Molly. Sister Molly was the next. And I was the next.
You was the baby grandma? You the baby girl?
My mama's. Papa had 2.
And after you married Mr. Hall. You
I
married,
ain't gonna talk all that. I'll
I'm
give up.
just saying, you married Mr. Hall,
Mhm.
and you and y'all had 6 children, didn't you?
Mhm.
1 died
Mhm.
years ago, and 2 died in this 83.
Mhm.
And you have 4 now
And they say
living.
Mhm.
84. You got 4 and 84 living. One of them is a stepchild. That's Geneva Tucker from Pampers, Texas.
My
Ella
stepdaughter,
B, Little John.
Bessie Johnson. Johnson, L.D.,
Johnson.
Little
And got 15 grandchildren. Yeah,
I got 15 grandchildren,
30.
30 great-grandchildren, and
34.
34 great-great-grandchildren.
And
And
5
5
great
great-great-great-grandchildren.
And a host of relatives
and a
and
host of
friends.
relatives and friends.
Grandmother, tell us about that time when we used to go fishing.
Go fishing
Go fishing down on that tank down there.
down on the tank.
Yeah, you remember we used to walk down the woods
Mhm.
and across here.
Mhm.
Oh, you tired, sorry.
I can't get that together right good now.
But you have fish and sat on a snake, didn't you?
No, I went fishing one day. I wanted to fish. I love to fish, and I went to fishing. I tried to get one of my neighbors to go to fishing with me, and they all said they was busy, and I just pulled out and went on by myself. And there's 2 tanks, a double tank, and I was catching perch fish. So many of them nice ones, and then they got so they were little bitty ones. I moved from one tank, went to the other, and some caught my hook and just run away with it. And when I reached out and caught the line and pulled it up, and a big old moccasin on there, I threw that thing over in. Throw that thing over in the water, hook pulled and all. And I went home and I ain't been back there since.
What happened in Washington Wood? Never mind.
I'm give out now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is whose picture you got?
Mhm.
Whose picture is this?
This is
Turn back
my,
around.
my daddy and Ella B.
Turn around.
Turn back around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just tell who you got.
This is my daddy, and this is my daughter Ella B. This is my daddy's mother down here. She was keeping some little white children. Mm-hmm.
And Aunt Alice Rhodes. Aunt Alice Lotha's daughter, Willie Rhodes. Isn't it?
No, boy.
We had we cutting Willie's on there. Willie Rose.
Cousin Willie,
That's it. Now come up with some, Jane.
Cousin Willie Rhodes was on there, but she was a Lothridge. She was, Cousin Willie Rhodes was a sister.
Little Alice.
Was Ora Bailey's grandmother. And I was there in all them days. And the Lord been good to me. He brought me this far. And I know he ain't going to leave me now.
And how many years old are you?
And I'm 100 yesterday. Mm-hmm.
You ready to sing happy birthday? Sing happy birthday. Sing happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you.
Say, ask Grandmama how old is she? Ask my man how old. Say, how old are you, my man?
100 years old.
Give my Mattie a hug.
Grandma's honey.
What's that, Ernest? What's this? Birthday cake. Yeah.
Hey, Howard.